Hey there, Jose. We'll be starting here in just a minute. All right, well, let's get going. All right, well, welcome everybody. So today we're going to be taking a look inside the showroom for Star Atlas. Star Atlas is in development. It's in the very early stages. It's only been around for about 2 years. It is a Web3 based game, so that means that all of the interactions and items in the game are going to be NFTs or they're on the blockchain. And this showroom is their first release. It's kind of their demo for the Unreal Engine 5. And the reason I wanted to do this video or this stream is because I recently watched a video by Grumpy Eye and he was bagging on it hard, and really the things he was saying, he just was incorrect about a whole lot of it. So I thought I'd walk through the showroom and give people an opportunity to ask some questions if they had them. So if you have any questions, feel free to pop it in the chat and I'll give it a response as best as I can. So when we pull into the showroom for the first time, you're going to exit out of this train. Oh, now my stream is running pretty bad. And I don't know why. Let me give it a second and it'll clear up. It's not choppy on my computer. So you come in on these trains and then it's kind of a grand look. You can see I've already placed ships on the field. Man, I've really got to figure out how to speed this stream up. So when the first thing you're going to see is when you come in, there's a place for you to put some of your posters. Get frames detected over the last 2 minutes. Okay. Don't know how to change that. 1 second. Let me take a look and see what this alert. Reader encoding. Let me close some stuff up and see if I can free some space up. Okay, well, we're going to do the best we can with what we got. So you can put your NFT posters here. These, you can buy these posters on the marketplace, but you don't actually have to. I did buy some, but you can put whatever you want here. So they have a variety of the posters, and you can set them. And then over here, we have these pedestals where you can place badges or other items you've earned or paid for. And once again, you don't actually have to buy them. You have access to all of those. You can just set them however you want. If you look straight in front of us, you'll see the magnificent Pierce F4. So I'm definitely a Pierce fanboy. Pierce is one of the manufacturers in the game. So you have Pierce, Thimble, Calico, Visus, I guess is how you pronounce it. And a few more. But you come to these ship pads. From here, you can select whatever ships you own. So you can click on only own, and then only compatible will stop. If the ship is too big, then this is what you gotta go to compatible, and it'll show you what can come up on this port. Also from here, you can teleport to the other locations around them. The showroom. You can go to the west pad, the east pad, the train station. You can also zoom around the inside of the building. But for these purposes, we're not going to do that. Like I said, this is the Pierce F4. It's a medium-sized ship, but the thing that's cool about it is its hard points are set for large, so it fights above its weight class. It also has a brig and a cargo area, so you can take prisoners if you have to. Over here is the extra small pads. So this is the Pierce X4, and this ship is actually flyable. So you see, as we come close to it, it gives you the option to interact with it. So we could take off, and we probably will here in a little bit. And all of these ships, you have to buy them on the Star Atlas marketplace. And what you do to do that is you take US dollars to a currency exchange like Coinbase or something, and you change it out for USDC, which is a digital dollar representation. So it's always worth $1. And then you can send that over to a wallet that you have associated with this game and purchase the ships. And then once you do that, you can stake those ships in the faction fleet, and then those ships will start generating the game currency called Atlas. And Atlas is good because you can use it to buy ships, and you can use it to buy resources. But I like to take the Atlas I earn and stake it into the treasury so that it starts generating another token called Polis. And Polis is the governance token, which would allow me to vote on different items in this game. So we look here, and we have the X6 or the F5, X5, excuse me. This is kind of like the police car for the government here. Pierce is the government manufacturer, the Council of Peace manufacturer. And all the different manufacturers have their own story and everything. So this is clearly in the very beginning phases of its development, which is actually another really cool thing about it. I like to watch how the development is progressing. And still choppy as shit, huh? Okay, 1 second. What's going on? My computer is not happy. So we have here, this is the Pierce X5. This is an extra small here, the X6. And this is a small. And it's another combat ship. I'm really sorry about how choppy this encoding is, guys. I don't know what's going on. But if you have any questions, feel free to pop them into the chat. Over here we have the R6, which is another Pierce ship, but this is one of my few non-combat ships. This is a repair ship. So when the game comes out, you'll want to manage your fleets, right? So you're going to need transport ships, and you're going to need repair ships and medical ships, and they're all going to have to work together so that you don't get destroyed. And there I have a second F4. We can teleport to the other side here real quick. All right, so you can see on the left there is the Floyd liner, and that ship is another flyable ship. I don't technically own that one. Everybody who goes in the showroom gets that ship, and the benefit of that is that they're using it to test their flying, so they just let everybody have it. So it's more of a proof of concept ship than anything else. This little beast here is a medium-sized ship called the Fimble Mamba. And the Mamba is a bounty hunting ship. So the Fimble brand is funny because they're more of like a ragtag. All their stuff is just kind of thrown together. And it's pretty cool. 75% over the last few. All right, let me close Discord. Thank you very much for subscribing, Jose. I'm really sorry that the stream is not working worth a damn. Right here we have the Fimble Erp. And this is a small, it doesn't look small, but it is technically a small bounty hunting ship. So my kind of thoughts is that I'm going to have one side that's like a government side where I'm doing like escort operations and managing all my stuff. And then I'm going to have more of like a piratey side where I use my Fimble ships as bounty hunting. And if I have to skirt the law, it is what it is. But because I love bounty hunting, I also have the Amboy. This is another bounty hunting ship. It's a small one, but it's also pretty large. So what's cool about this ship is that packs a big a lot of firepower, but it also is more stealthy. So supposedly it's going to have a smaller electronic signature than other ones. Over here we have the Fimble Lobby, and this ship, I really love it. Like, I think it looks really cool. It's got the vintage car look, but it's also, you know, big, and it's a spaceship. I can't open the doors yet. That's coming soon. But if you look inside, it has a seat and everything, and the animation, it has step rails that drop down. It's really cool. And you can see all those on the leaks on the Discord for Star Atlas. Thanks, Melkor. I really appreciate the follow, bud. So right now, there's another big place where you can spawn ships, but I don't have any ships that are big enough to utilize it yet. But let's hop over there real quick. So you might, if you Google Star Atlas Titan ships or even their commander size ships, when you spawn them, they go here, and the Titan ships are so huge, they take up, you know, well past this range, and the commander ships are pretty big, so it's pretty exciting. A lot of people make fun of the Titan ships because they were priced at $1 million when they came on sale, but actually the price is $5 million. But what a lot of people don't understand is these ships, the price is extravagant, obviously, but most people don't know that when you stake these ships, into the faction fleet, it actually starts to generate revenue for you. So your ships are creating tokens that are called Atlas, and Atlas is an inflationary cryptocurrency that you can, it actually does have real world value. So I think that Titan ship, if you had bought it at $1 million, it generated something like $350 a day in Atlas, which I have concerns about, because if something like that does exist, what are the odds that that's going to have major impacts on the market, and then you won't actually enjoy playing. But before we get any further, I'm going to pop into intermission real quick and see if I can figure out why this stream is so dang choppy. Give me just 1 second to take a look.
I'm not trying to scam anybody here. I'm the dude. So that's what you call me, that or his dudeness or duder or, El Duderino. Come on, man, I'm not trying to scam anybody here. I'm the dude. So that's what you call me, that or his dudeness or duder or, El Duderino. Come on, man, I'm not trying to scam anybody here.
Hey, Silas, I wish you could be here too,
I'm
man.
the
I don't know
dude.
what's going on. My
So that's what you call me, that or his dudeness or duder or, El Duderino. Come on, man, I'm not trying to scam anybody here.
I'm not sure.
I'm the dude. So that's what you call me, that or his dudeness or duder or, El Duderino. Come on, man, I'm not trying to scam anybody here. I'm the dude. So that's what you call me, that or his dudeness or duder or, El Duderino. Come on, man, I'm not trying to scam anybody here. I'm the dude. So that's what you call me, that or his dudeness or duder or, El Duderino. Come on, man, I'm not trying to scam anybody here.
All right, well, it won't let me adjust any settings while we're live, and I don't want to cancel it real quick. But it's not really useful to hop into the ships and fly around like that. So I guess one thing I can do is just talk about the issues that were brought up in some of the hit pieces on Star Atlas. Like, I think it's particularly ironic that Star Citizen players call Star Atlas a scam when Star Atlas's vision is basically the same as Star Citizen, but Star Citizen started in 2013 or 2012, and Star Atlas just started in 2019. And they started with a white paper, and now we're in the showroom. I don't think it's a scam at all. I think that those guys are really working on it. They're super active in the community. They are not money driven. They don't push things all the time just to make money. Like, they have a huge financial hurdle with the FTX thing, so they come up with a sale to try to generate more revenue. But they do things that lose them money, right? So you buy a ship from them, they get the cash, but 99% of the transactions that are happening every day are between the different players. So what we do is you put a ship up for sale and I snag it, and they get a small percentage of that, the sale, like a tax, and then some of it goes into the treasury for the game, which eventually players will be able to make choices on how the treasury money is spent. There's a lot to it, but really my biggest concerns for this, yeah, they do have, the difference is the crypto. You're right, Solace, and people have a bad taste in their mouth about crypto right now because of everything that just happened, But my big concerns about this game are not that they're a scam, right? So my concern is that these guys that are making this, they're all heavy into the crypto side, and they don't really understand the game thing so much, right? So if all of the assets are real money, then how do we do taxes, right? Like, how do you mark losses in gains in a video game? I don't know. I'm sure they've got someone working on it, but I don't know. How do you handle things like griefers when all the wallets are anonymous? Right? So griefers or cheaters or, people doing exploits, instead of it just being like, oh, a shitty day, I lost my game, you can actually lose real world money. But like things like that, I don't know how they're going to handle it. But from the production side, they are actually working on it. We get constant meetings with them every day, or not every day, but every week, multiple times a week. They're very engaged in their Discord server. So really, I think that they're definitely going to create something, and I think it's going to be really good. But I think that they need to get more engaged with the gaming community and less engaged with the crypto community, because the crypto guys, they don't really, I mean, a lot of them do. I like crypto, and I know Solace likes crypto. So, I mean, we also love video games, but we need to find the merger between that, where you have a fun game and it has crypto backing and you can make real money with it. I can really see, like, imagine, yeah, Milkor, like, you fill out your tax form and you're like, okay, well, I did 12 player bounties that made me 100,000 Atlas, and that's worth, $75 or whatever. Like, those kind of questions have to be answered. And I don't know, they're nowhere near that ready yet. So they're not ready for mass adoption, right? So this showroom, which is way more advanced than the hangar module that Star Citizen had, is cool, and it's a good way to show it off and show what the dream is. But there's still a lot of questions that I have for the team at Automata. I have 11 heads. How much can you have to pay it? I don't know, man. Just here, like, so here's another thing. They're talking about high risk zones in the game where you will actually lose your NFTs if they're destroyed. Well, what if this NFT costs $100,000? Right? Do you think if somebody goes out there, loses their $100,000 NFT, they're just going to be cool with it? Or do you think that they're going to get litigious and start suing? So I don't know. I think that they might have to scrap the whole you lose it forever thing, because specifically for that, maybe you can have it to where it's so broken it won't work for 6 months or something, but losing it forever just sounds bad. And then another issue that they're going to face is that, at least right now, we get a ton of scams into our wallet. Yeah, so, I mean, if they want to bring gamers in, the first thing they're going to have to do is make it to where it doesn't seem like it's on crypto, right? Like, you buy a $45 package, and they can do all the conversion to crypto and everything behind the scenes. It's just like you buy it, and then you get a ship and a character with some skins. Because I don't see people just being cool with signing up for a Phantom wallet and then going back and going to a Coinbase exchange. And if you, like, for me, my Coinbase transactions are instant. I've had Coinbase long enough that they trust me. Right? So when I make a purchase and I want USDC, it just goes. So I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, you have to worry about it.
Oh, who just popped in?
No one.
Who is it?
It's Dog.
What up, dog? Yeah, I'm on the stream right now, and we're talking about Star Atlas.
Oh, and I'm just awkwardly joining?
No, I would love... So, okay, you're a Star Citizen player, and my stream is completely fucked up. Like, it's all choppy and shit, so basically we're just talking. So, what is... As a Star Citizen player who doesn't really know anything about Star Atlas, what is your impressions of Star Atlas?
I don't really know much about it other than that they have, like, the NFT ships. And that's about it. Like
So
I just learned in your thing that they're using Unreal Engine.
yeah, they're actually going to upgrade
is-
to Unreal 5.1, which is really sweet because Unreal 5 was great, but 5.1 gives them a lot of drawing distance, so they can actually put entire planets and stuff, which was completely impossible before.
No, Unreal Engine's awesome.
So, like, if I said to you, I'll give you a free ship, but you have to sign up for a crypto wallet. I think most people use Phantom Wallet, but I'm not positive. Would you do it?
I guess.
All right.
I mean, I can't say, oh, what did I just do? Oh.
Well, I think you should. So, in the chat, Solace says, also when players start creating ships, are ships going to drop in price? Like, I don't know, man. That's a good question. Like, are the ships going to be the price based off of the materials it took to build it? I think that's probably how they're going to have to do it, right? But even then,
my question. Oh gosh, this is so loud.
Go ahead, bud. What's your question?
Sorry, I'm in VR Beat Saber and I need to balance audio apparently. If they're gonna have NFT ships, how is that gonna work? Like, is there gonna be limited numbers of ships, and how are they gonna design that many, and what if they get lost?
So if you go on their marketplace right now, you can see the ships have uncommon, or they have common, uncommon, rare, epic, and then I think it's legendary. And then you can see the specific number of ships associated. Like, so they make the big commander ships, there's only a couple hundred of them. And the Titan ships, there's only one Titan ship in the game from the manufacturer. And I think they said when it's done, there's going to be like 12 total. Melkor, I'm sorry, I don't know how to display the chat on the screen, and I'm still trying to get this stuff figured out. But if you have any questions, I'll try to read the questions out so that everybody knows where they're coming from. And can you guys all hear Dog? Or, well, there's two of you. Can you guys hear Dog?
It's probably for the best if they don't.
No, they can.
I can hear them.
Oh, who is that?
That's Solus.
Hey, Solace. Okay, well, now we're all on.
I'm on my
stream.
phone, so if it's bad, I'm sorry.
So Solace has just joined us, and he is going to be in our squad for Star Citizen, which is pretty exciting.
Yep, learning it. But yeah, there's gonna be I think there's 3 Titan ships each, and potentially maybe more, but they said 3 for now, and there's only 1 each for each faction for sale. But yeah, there's only a set amount of ships. But my thing is, like, they're gonna be burning ships, obviously in the high risk zone, but you'll be able to craft them and somehow get blueprints. I'm not sure exactly how, but you'll need blueprints and certain supplies to craft them, which might take a long time. So, but yeah, I wonder how our ship price is gonna drop if there's a bunch of ship creators, because there's some guilds that are only building ships.
Well, I know for a fact that there are some people that are going to be associated with this project that don't care about the game at all. Like, their whole thing is going to be to create items to sell in the game to generate revenue. And like, if you think about it, it's really cool because you could live in a country where the economy is not so great, and you could start selling these assets and actually start making real money. Like, it could actually improve the economies of some of these smaller countries, which I think is a cool side benefit. So, and also, you know how Star Citizen has Squadron 42? Well, Star Atlas is building something called Sage, and it's a browser-based game where you combine your fleets and you can send the fleets out to do missions and stuff and start earning the currency. And that should be coming out pretty soon, and hopefully it's fun. And I like the fact that everyone has to start with the smallest ship, right? Like you can't just come into Sage with the biggest badass ship and take over and dominate everything. You're gonna have to start at extra small or extra small and work your way up. But I know, like Solace and I, we both have a plan, like what our fleets eventually will look like, and I think that we will be taking over large sections of that universe.
Yeah, I think the gamers are going to actually dominate the investors in the beginning, since everybody starts with the same ship. And yeah, Sage is going to be pretty much a dumbed down version of Stellaris. But what's really going to be interesting, you're going to start seeing this economy working, and hopefully it's supposed to be exactly kind of like Eve's economy. So we'll see if it works or not.
Yeah, I mean, if it does, it could be pretty epic. And for right now, it's like, all right, well, whatever. I'm currently, my ships aren't actually playing a game, but they are generating revenue, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, I make about $5 a day. I've been in for like over a year. I already paid off half my ships.
So at least what I'm doing now is, whenever I claim the Atlas, I put it into the treasury and lock it, so that the Atlas I claim starts generating Polis. I'm like, why not? It's like a savings account.
Exactly. That's what I do. I earn Polis and I restake it. My whatever Atlas I make with a ship, I reinvest it into another ship. Or right now, like I kind of got all the ships I kind of like, but now I'm saving up for a capital, trying to get that C9.
Yeah. So dog, the capital ships when they came out were like 30 grand. But now you can get them for like 5 grand. But what's cool about it is they still generate money like they did when they cost 30 grand. So nice. Like if you look at my ships, like this Pierce F4 was supposed to be almost $3,000, but I got it for $540 something, but it generates revenue at 300. This one is, this one's supposed to be like $800, this X6, but I think I got it for like 120 or 140. So I'm a big fan of markets when they fall hard, because when they fall hard, you can buy
new ships.
If you hold it, I mean, if they fall harder, okay, you lose money. If not, you gain money, and you never lose or gain money until you sell the damn thing.
Yeah, I think the next bull market will be sitting pretty good. I don't think we're going to make anything like generational wealth or anything. No. Maybe the big guys, but we're not going to be super rich playing this game. But I do think some people might make this a job, like a real world job in the end.
Well, think about if you combined a streaming job, like you're a streamer, but also you're playing this game. So it's like a dual revenue stream coming in.
Dual income. Yep.
Like that's actually pretty cool.
And then also I believe guilds are going to start having jobs, and guilds are going to start having their own tools, kind of like how the club's already doing it. We have our own devs that are working on different tools already, so I think guilds are going to have jobs, or you're going to be working for a guild, or they're going to be creating things. So it's going to be interesting. I do have to go, but I'll talk to you guys later. All right,
buddy, we'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Thanks for shopping by.
All right.
Hey dog, are you seeing the stream at all?
No, I'm in VR.
Oh, you're in VR? What are you doing in VR?
Beat sabering, like a boss.
Wait a minute. You're playing with the sticks and you're beat sabering while we talk? How come you're not out of breath?
I'm not moving too much.
The reason I wanted to do this stream is I saw a video. You know who Grumpy Eye is, right?
Grumpy Eyes?
Yeah, he makes Star Citizen content.
I don't recognize the name.
But
I've heard it, but I haven't.
He's pretty good. I like his stuff, but he came in hard on Star Atlas, and I was like, there are things that are to be leery about with Star Atlas, but the things that to be leery about are not the things he was saying. Let's see. Melkor said, Well, I say it in a brew a day, but me and about 12 kids from my own cyber cafe back in 2005 until about 2015 live out of a game, and was years ago. Players community is bigger. No, so probably a reality. Oh, community is bigger now. Yeah. So when I was a kid, I was in the Navy. We went to Fleet Week in New York, and we spent the first couple of days in New York doing the Fleet Week stuff, and then we spent the rest of the trip playing WoW inside a cyber cafe. Like we lived in World of Warcraft, man. If you do, so have you played WoW, dog?
I haven't played WoW, but I did play RuneScape a lot.
So in WoW, there's a thing called /played, and it tells you how long you've been playing, and that's a
dangerous thing to know.
Yeah, it's so bad. So I really like the manufacturers that are that Star Atlas has. You can definitely see some of the vibes that come from the creators who came from Star Citizen. Like, it's weird. You're like, oh, I recognize that cockpit. Oh, I recognize that missile bay. Melkor said some friends until they live out of Tibia selling gold.
And they're doing
selling gold.
They're doing the same thing too, where you can actually, like, it's in and out of a ship. You're not just locked in a seat, right?
No, yeah. So the ships, they're fully explorable, and they'll have like kitchens and stuff. I think a lot of what they wanted to do is they saw Star Citizen, they wanted to do something like it, but they wanted it to be on the blockchain, which is crazy because I remember one time when I had bought Star Citizen years and years ago before I started actually playing it. I got on Spectrum after I started playing it, and I was like, wouldn't it be so cool if Star Citizen was a metaverse, right? And like you could buy real land on the planets, and that land had value, and you had NFTs. So I went onto Spectrum and I said that, and holy shit, I got blasted. Like, people were like, oh, here's just another crypto, bro. Blah, blah. And I was like, I had no idea that this was a contentious issue in the Star Citizen community until that post. And I was like, okay, well, my bad, y'all.
Well, now you know.
Now I know. I'm going to hop into the faction fleet real quick. Maybe that'll speed my stream up a little bit. Let's see here. So maybe, okay, I've closed the game. It seems to be working better now. So I guess, while you're here, Doug, I'll tell you about my fleet. So I've got the Thesis Amboy, which is a bounty hunter size small ship. I've got 5 of those, and they generate 238 Atlas a day. Got 2 Pierce F4s, and those generate 237 Atlas a day. Got 4 X6s that generate 154. So I've got a bunch of ships now at this point. And I think
have you matched your spend in Star Citizen yet, though?
No, not even close. Like, I go into that Star Citizen, that subscription page, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm an idiot. What have I done? Like, that's a nice used car that I spent on that game.
Yeah.
But every day, so in Star Atlas, you take your ships in the faction fleet, and then you have to go once a day or so and make sure that they have fuel and weapons and food and stuff. So this is kind of like how they make sure that there's a lot of activity on the chain. So while you're generating money, you also are spending a little bit of money so that the transactions are going live. They really focused hard on the economy for this game.
I mean, you have to if you're going to do it NFT style.
Yeah, you have to. But I was pissed, man. The other day, Solana was at $8. And I watched it and I was like, oh man, it's down to 8. That sucks, but maybe I should buy some. But then I just forgot about it. The next day it was at like $16 and I was like, fuck. And then the day after that, or like a few days later, is at $25. And I was just like, oh, well, okay, genius move, bro. But yeah, you always regret the chances you didn't take. But then when something crashes, you're like, oh, I'm such a genius.
Hindsight.
I didn't buy it. You want to talk, Doc? You want me to tell you a little bit about what you're going to have to do if you want to get into the game?
All right.
So there's something called a Phantom wallet, and it's
God.
It's a wallet that is a part of your browser, and it's called like a hot wallet, right? It's connected to the internet all the time. So it's kind of dangerous, but if you're not going to put a whole lot of money into it, it's not a big deal. Like if you're just going to put $5 worth of Solana and a few US dollar coins, and I can send you a ship, then it's all good. But if you actually do like it, you can switch to something called a ledger, which is a physicalized wallet that you have to actually approve transactions on, and that's a lot safer. So like if you send stuff from it, it gives you a little notification on the screen and it says, do you approve this transaction? You click yes, and it's good. That means somebody has to be physically with your wallet to make changes to it. All right. Well, I guess, tonight was kind of a bust because my stream ran so poorly. I'm going to do some investigation into what caused that to make it so choppy, and then I'm going to get back to it. I'll probably try to do this again. Really appreciate you showing up, dog. And I really want to get you set up so that we can at least play around in this showroom together. Sound good?
That's a